Hey guys, Mike Linville here from Black Dog Education, and welcome back to video number 3. Now, before we get started, let's go ahead and do a little recap of what we talked about in the first couple of videos here. So if you'll remember in video number 1, we talked about affordability. You don't want to, for your small business website, you don't want to spend all of your money on your website with a bunch of fancy, whiz-bang kind of ideas or doodads or things that your customers may or may not need. What we really want to be able to do is make sure that your website is clean, make sure that it's professional, and make sure that it supports one of the 3 purposes that a website really has, right? And those are to build your brand, to generate leads, or to sell products. If you've got something on your website that isn't either involved in those processes or leading up to those processes, dump it. It's wasted money. Take that money and spend it on your marketing, okay? Not just the website. Now, in video number 2, we talked about maintainability, and we talked about you wanting to have the ability to maintain your own website. Now, there's a couple of reasons for that. The first thing is it's just going to save you money, right? And the more money that you can save by not having to pay a web developer, the more money that you're going to be able to spend on your marketing, getting your message out there, getting your flyers out there, introducing yourselves to new customers, and that's how you build business. But the second thing is if you can maintain your own website, you can just make these updates a lot faster, Instead of having to, do all the work and then send it to somebody and then have them do their work and then send it back to you for proofing and then back and forth, just do it. You've already done the work. Technology has caught up to the point where you can actually just update your own website. As long as somebody will show you, train you a little bit on how to do it, it's easy. You can do it, no problems, okay? So now that puts us to where we're at today in video number 3. The third pillar of web success, what we're going to talk about, is called trackability. Now, I don't even really know if that's a word, to be quite honest with you, but the gist is that we want to be able to keep track of what's going on our website. It used to just be we would keep track of visitors to a website or page hits or every time a page was loaded or something like that. There are tools nowadays that are free that will keep track of a lot more information. We're talking about what kind of browsers people are using. Are they looking at your website on desktop computers? Are they looking at them on iPads? Are they looking at them on iPhones? And when you're trying to get your message out there in front of your customers, that's really important information to know. The tool that I use for all of my clients, whether it's low end, high end, mid range, whatever it's going to be, I use Google Analytics. Now, Google Analytics was obviously, the guys at Google are just pretty darn smart, right? But it's free and it's incredibly powerful. Incredibly powerful. There's things that I don't use, and I've been doing this for over a decade, okay? So Google Analytics will help you keep track of that stuff, because remember, as a marketing tool, which is what your website is, as a marketing tool, we're really going to be focused on one key indicator, and that's called your return on investment. Anytime you're marketing, whether it's online, offline, whatever the case may be, we want to make sure that we've got a positive return on investment. Now, most marketing campaigns don't start off positive, right? Most marketing campaigns will always start off slightly negative, but then by taking a look at the data, making sure that the messaging is right, making sure that landing pages are optimized, making sure that we use the proper, terminology that our customers are using, we can take a slightly negative campaign and turn it positive. And anytime we can have a positive return on investment, that's going to be a win for your business, okay? Put $100 in, get $110 out. We'll do that all day long. So that's it. Pillar number 3 is trackability. Make sure that you're keeping track of it with Google Analytics. This is Mike Linville from Black Dog Education. Until next time.
Want to become a full-blown web wizard? Just come on over to the DIYWordPressCreator.com for a free web series on how to build your own good-looking, professional website minus the expensive web guy or gal.